evening, everyone. I'll open up the Select Board meeting for Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 at 6:30. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please remain standing? I'd like to have a moment of silence for the passing of Dr. Robert Shurtleff, a well-known veterinarian who was a resident of Ware. Many of you know him and have utilized his services. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Desmond is not present this evening. Mr. Willett is joining us via Zoom. Ken, you can hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, moving along. I don't really have any announcements except for one. I want to thank people that they did not take time out of their busy lives. As you are well aware, there was advertising everywhere, but the town meeting, the special town meeting that was to be held last night, has been postponed by a declaration of the moderator to March 2nd, which is a Monday night at 6:30 p.m. at Ware High School. Also a reminder, if you would, I know we've been inundated with snow. We went many years without having much. We seem to have gotten it all, but if our residents would please remember to remove all snow and ice within 24 hours of any kind of snow event, I'd appreciate it. It makes it difficult for people who find themselves having to walk in the road. The snowbanks are high, and I want to commend the DPW for doing an excellent job. I know the police have been busy assisting them with the removal of snow, but we want to be prepared, but we don't want to see anything happen. And I want to mention the hard work for the Ware Fire Department over the weekend. Unfortunately, we had a very bad fire on Pleasant Street, so, please remember people, public safety individuals work tireless and sometimes with a lot of effort and no recognition, so thank you to everyone. Unfortunately, the fire caused the building to actually collapse, and it has been basically brought down to a rubble. Comments and concerns of citizens, anyone? No? Okay, under the consent agenda, we have open session minutes of December 16th to approve. There was a correction, it was minor, it was with regard to the name. You all have new copies. And we also have a one-day liquor license retroactively 2026-08 for Workshop 13 at 13 Church Street, a singer-songwriter series held on January 31st, this past Saturday, from 6 until 11:30. Can I have a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda for the open session minutes for December 16th of 2025 and the one-day liquor license that's been retroactive for approval.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Ken. All in favor. Under appointments and resignations, we have a resignation. I will read it. Dear board members, I'm in receipt of the resignation of the following individual from the Historical Commission. Elena Palladino's term was to expire on June 30th, 2027. She's been a member of the board for several years. However, as her email indicates, she now has professional and personal responsibilities that are taking up more of her time. The email clearly indicates she has continued interest in our town's history, and she remains committed to supporting the activities of this committee in any way that she can be of help. I'm sure that when asked, she will be of help in some manner in the future. So if someone could make the motion to accept her resignation with thanks for her years of service and regrets, I'd appreciate it.
I'll make the motion to accept the resignation of Miss Elena Palladino.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Jack seconded. No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Ken, voted for, in favor. And then I am going to step out of the room now so that Josh can handle the next item on the agenda.
All right, under that, we have Police Department. We have the appointment of 2 sergeants.
Evening, thank you for your time tonight. Back in December, we gave a assessment center to find the new candidates for permanent sergeants at the Ware Police Department. 2 of the assessors reached out to me several weeks after the assessment process was done, complimenting the department on the caliber of candidates that we have. They're all within single numbers of each other. Top of the list was Patrick St. Pierre, followed by Derek Ames. It's my recommendation that the board appoint St. Pierre and Ames to the permanent sergeant's positions, two that we have available. They've been acting since a year or two now for those positions. So I'm looking for the board to make them permanent. Patrick St. Pierre and Derek Ames.
Chad, you wanna make a motion?
I make a motion to accept Officer St. Pierre, Officer
Ames.
Ames, for the position of sergeant.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Picture, yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, you do the damn picture. Come on. Jack's so much more photogenic than I am.
Comes with age.
You can Photoshop me.
Chief, they're taller than you are.
Yep.
And younger.
Shrinking in age.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much, I appreciate everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Thank you. See you guys. Have a good one.
Not quite 6:40, so how about if we go into new business and actually, we've got a request to schedule a public hearing. I'll read it really fast. Conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026 at 6:40 PM in the Selectmen's Meeting Room at Ware Town Hall, 126 Main Street, Ware, to hear the following petitions filed with Mass Electric Company doing business as National Grid and Verizon New England Incorporated for joint and/or identical pole locations. Number 3122047 North Street, install one joint ownership pole and relocate one joint ownership pole, National Grid to relocate pole number 50, and install new pole number 33-84. Number 3122047 North Street, install one joint pole on North Street, new pole number I-84. Number 3119681 Park Street, install two joint poles on Park Street, new pole 9 and 10. Number 3122317 Sorrel, it's actually supposed to be Sorrel Road. Install one joint pole on Sorrel Road, new pole number 12. Osborne Road, number 3122376, relocate joint pole, new pole P93 and to be renumbered to P93-2. And number 3122374 Greenwich Road, install one joint pole, new pole number 101. Copies of the petition are available in the office of the town manager, 126 Main Street. All interested parties are invited to attend. So the hearing will be Tuesday, March 3rd, if someone will make a motion.
I'll make a motion to, for the hearing, for National Grid on March 3rd, 2026 at 6:40.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ken?
Aye.
Nancy? Aye.
Aye.
All right, we are good to go. Is it 6:40? Close enough?
6:38 is perfect.
All right.
Nothing wrong with
I
being a
will
little
read the
early.
hearing, and I'll read this one slow. I'm assuming you're from Gilchrist.
I am.
All right, so let me read the hearing notice and then we can talk. The Select Board will conduct a public hearing on February 3rd, 6:40 PM in the Selectmen's Meeting Room, 126 Main Street, Ware, to hear an application for a new on-premises Farmer Series pouring permit license, malt and wine, an entertainment license, an auto amusement license, and a common victual license for Fieldcrest Brewing Company, LLC, located at 11 East Main Street, Ware, Mass. Copies of the petition are available at the office of the town manager, 126 Main Street, Ware. All interested parties are invited to attend. I know the legal notice was placed in the paper, so welcome. We have
Thank you.
an application. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I'm Adam Field.
Everyone's been waiting for this.
Well, we're going as fast as we can. Yeah, so I'm Adam Field. I'm owners and head brewer at Fieldcrest Brewing. We're excited about opening our second location here in Ware. We've been busy with federal and state licensing, as well as a lot of renovations on the building itself. We're finally coming toward the tail end of all that, so look forward to getting things rolling here and where.
We look forward to hearing and seeing the good that it's going to do for yourselves as well as for the community. As I stated earlier, lots of people eagerly awaiting, something. So I
Good.
took a ride on the Boston Road site and saw a lot of activity, so that's good to know that you have the need for a second location.
Yes, thank you.
Do the board members have questions or comments for the different licenses that are being requested?
Question for you, Adam. Exactly where is this location?
The former Gabe's property.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That's it?
So 11 East Main Street.
All right.
Ken, do you have any questions?
I do not. I'm glad to see them coming to town, and I think it's going to be great for the downtown district. So Adam, thank you for your show of faith and Ware, and we look forward to welcoming you here to do business.
Thank you.
All right, so Nicole, do you want us to take these separately, or can we have one motion to approve all the different licenses?
You can approve them as one.
Okay. Does someone wish to make a motion to approve the licenses that have been requested? It's a new on-premises farmer series pouring permit license, malt and wine, and entertainment license, and auto amusement license, and also the common victual license for Fieldcrest Brewing Company at 11 East Main Street, Ware.
Can we just confirm that the hours will be Monday through
I
Saturday?
wanted to go over that. Hold on.
11 a.m. to midnight, and Sunday 11 a.m. to midnight.
I gotta find the paper, because I have it marked. Sorry for the shuffling. It's way in the back, Nicole, right?
Yeah.
I marked all the different licenses, but I didn't mark that particular one. There we go. Hours of entertainment, Sunday 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., Monday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., Tuesday 10 a.m. 12 a.m., Wednesday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., Thursday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., Friday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., and Saturday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. So noted for the record. You made the motion?
Yep.
Was there a second?
I second it.
Second,
Two people seconded, so
I like
take
it.
the choice.
Good.
Any further discussion? Hearing none? All in favor? Ken?
Aye. Oh.
Aye.
Josh?
Aye.
Nancy? Aye.
Aye.
4 in favor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
All right.
Thanks for
well,
the support for coming.
we look forward to it as well.
Any ballpark figure, Adam? I know
For opening?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
seasonally.
I'm hoping for sometime in March.
Okay.
There's still a decent amount of things to get done, and we'll see how it all comes together, but we are on the home stretch.
That's excellent, and if you have any difficulties or questions, please come up and talk to us, okay?
Yes, certainly, appreciate it.
Yeah.
What is your most requested or your customers' preferred brew?
The beer we sell the most of is our F-Bomb IPA.
I like it.
We definitely make a good variety though, so it's
Yeah.
not all about that, but that beer I sell more than anything else.
How long have you been actually in the business, so to speak?
We opened our first location in Wilbraham in 2019.
Okay. And you've been interested in doing things like this a long time? Had you worked in a similar enterprise, or you just
No,
did
I
this-
worked in the printing industry for 25 years.
Really?
And decided the printing industry had seen better days. Since they invented the internet, it had been a tough road.
Yeah.
And decided it was time to try something different. I was making beer at home every week, and so I formulated a business plan and implemented that just in time for the pandemic. And
Yeah, right, right.
we slugged our way through that and came out the other side.
Good.
Every year we grow a little bit, so right now we're,
How many flavors are you making?
it varies. So in the current location, we have generally 10 options.
Mm-hmm.
Probably similar offerings over here. One thing we're doing here is we'll also be doing hard cider.
Oh, good.
So that's something that will be another new venture for us. And I feel it's something that give us a little diversification from just the beer.
Yeah. Now, eventually, will you be doing food, or
Oh, yeah.
you are?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, we will not be a full restaurant, but
Right.
we'll definitely have food right away.
good, good. A good drawing factor. You know,
I like a good cider.
Okay,
Yeah,
Do you have any double IPAs?
we do. So our most popular double IPA is called Bozo Juice, and it's also a good seller. Right,
Yeah.
right
Like
up
the
there with our
names.
F-bomb, yeah.
like the names. Any questions for us?
I don't believe so. You guys have been quick and accommodating, so I appreciate that.
That was gonna be one of my questions is how, have we worked with you as a town? Have we worked with you in
Yeah,
your endeavors here?
yeah. There hasn't been any issues. We had a little concern from the water and sewer department, but we've addressed that.
Mm-hmm,
And,
Good. Well,
otherwise, it's been pretty smooth.
good.
Now, will you be selling any of the apparel that you have on? Do you sell
Yes,
that?
I
You do?
will.
Okay.
It's available in Wilbraham currently,
it
and
is, yeah,
yes, we definitely will have merchandise over here as well.
Good.
good.
Just
Well,
trying to put it all out there for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations, and hope you do well.
Yeah, signage should be going up 2 weeks, so we'll start to see some changes on the outside, because right now everything's been internal, so
Yeah.
it
Right.
doesn't look a heck of a lot different, but make it a little more obvious in a couple of weeks for you.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the very best of luck.
Right.
Thank you
and all
very
the-
much.
All the success, too.
As I said, thank you for taking the chance on Ware.
Yeah, no, we feel it's an area that could benefit from something like this, and so we've made a commitment to do it.
It's a great location, right out there, a lot of activity going
Yeah.
back and forth, so good, welcome.
Thank you very much. We
Nicole,
look
you had a
forward to
question?
having you guys,
She has a
Come on in.
question.
We're just holding licenses until he receives his CO, correct?
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you have to get your certificate of
Yeah, that's fine.
occupancy. You knew that, though.
not a problem.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Adam.
Wish you a
Thank
lot
you.
of luck.
You bet. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Now we have the select board roundtable discussion, any outstanding issues, so. Do you have anything, Jack?
Yeah, I had a question from a couple of people with, now I'll go back a step. Number one, had a lot of compliments on the work that has been done by by snow removal.
Oh, good.
By, you know, the powers to be, by the DPW, and I don't know 90% of what went on, but I know in order, in my, just trying to take care of my house, let alone, you know, the town itself, had to be horrendous, but, and then just getting, you know, getting hit with the cold weather and continuously with it. Please let the guys know that their work is, and effort has been greatly appreciated.
Stuart, have we had any calls from people using or utilizing the warming centers at all?
No.
I didn't think we would, but I just thought I'd ask, okay. Josh, do you have anything?
No, because, just to top on Jack, when cold weather like this hits, mechanical breakdowns
Yeah.
are a must.
Yeah.
You can't have a nice storm with no mechanical breakdown, so there's a lot of pieces that people don't see in this whole puzzle, because hydraulic lines, like you said, it's been so cold. Hydraulic lines, motors, everything is just, it's a lot of work, and I'm very appreciative of it, because when I come back from my town that I work in, my road's pretty much clean. So is my driveway, but that's not by the town, it's my kids. So we'll take that.
Absolutely.
But no, they did a very nice job. And I know that they've been working overnights,
I think
and
they're working, removing snow right now. I saw some trucks go through.
it's,
The hydraulic issue that Josh was just talking about has slowed them down for
Oh,
tonight, so.
I saw one truck.
But they'll be
go
back
through.
tomorrow.
Oh. Ken, do you have
yeah, that's the same
anything?
thing.
Yes, I do, Madam Chair, thank you, and before I start, can everyone hear me okay, because I'm calling in by Zoom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. I do have two things. One is just to revisit the perception of water quality survey that's going to be going out with the town census form. And this is part of the Select Board's initiative to connect with the community to get feedback as to their perception of water quality. We know our water meets all the state requirements, but we also know there are parts of town that has discolored water. People are making investments in filtration, and they find it difficult to consume the water. They're paying for a filter system, and the survey is to gather data to inform the board as to what might be the next steps. But I want to take this opportunity to remind folks and share with folks, we had an infrastructure meeting last week, and we kind of listed the ongoing projects that have been taken to address our water supply. And some of these projects don't get noticed every day. So I want to take the opportunity to share with the board and then with the folks who are listening, the ongoing projects. Some have been completed and some are still underway. From a planning perspective, we have a water asset management and a wastewater asset management plan being done by our consulting engineers. This is an in-depth inventory of what we have in town to support the distribution of water and how we manage our wastewater treatment facility. In this report, will give us an idea as to what is the condition of this equipment, how effective is this equipment working, how are we currently complying with state and federal regulations, and what does the future look like to meet those requirements and address the needs of the town. Those two documents will be instrumental in looking at making major investments in water filtration systems along with wastewater treatment systems. Additionally, the Church Street water tank was rehabilitated, and this was done on time, under budget, and it resulted in the tank being cleaned inside and out, a agitator being in place to stir the water and keep sediment from settling, along with some other infrastructure improvements. And that tank is done and back online. The Anderson Road tank is going to be done in the spring, and those projects are important because just about every bit of water that goes through our pipes goes through those two tanks. So having those tanks clean and in full operating condition is important to the reliability of the water system as well as the condition of the drinking water. We installed 34 new fire hydrants. That job is complete. Not only is that necessary for fire protection purposes, but as folks may know, the town has a biannual dynamic flushing program where they flush parts of town to move water out of the line and remove some of the rust and sediment, minimizing what should be going through the pipes into people's homes. Having these 34 new hydrants is going to give the water department additional points to do this flushing from. In some areas where we did not have hydrants at the dead end of a line, which is where typically rust and sediment will collect, we now have hydrants on a couple of those lines. So this is just further efforts that we're doing to improve our water system. And lastly, the town, in its wisdom, some years ago had drilled 2 ground wells to be supplemental sources of water to the town, but had never utilized those wells. To put those wells online, there is a process that DEP requires, and one of the first steps is to do a flow test. My understanding is that flow test is going to be taking place in the near future. Based on that, we'll be able to determine if those wells have adequate flow to support town water. The reason why this is important, it may allow us to take water directly from the ground through into the system and bypass the earthen cistern that we currently use. The earthen cistern was built in the 1860s. It's one of 2 that are currently remaining in use in Massachusetts. It needs to be removed. And to do it, we have to have a carefully thought out plan to do it in an organized manner. Getting those 2 wells online and ensuring that DEP will allow us to utilize that as a groundwater source is the first step. So those are all taking place or underway, and they supplement the work of the survey. And I want to thank Nancy and her role as town clerk for allowing the survey to go out in the town census forms. And when you receive it, you can complete the hard copy and return it with your census form. You can use the link and go online and do it, or scan the QR code. And additionally, folks who are attending the water quality listening session this week at the Senior Center, the survey will be available for you to complete there as well, as they have that discussion about the town water. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, Madam Chair, is, as you noted earlier, the fire department had a very busy week, and they had a 3-alarm fire. And if you read the description, the 2 on-duty crew members were in the ambulance responding to a medical call when they saw the fire. When they reported that fire to Westcom to notify, there was no, in my understanding, there was nobody in the fire station at the time, and that the first arriving Ware fire apparatus at the scene was staffed by off-duty members. Additionally, there was a large mutual aid response to supplement that. I can share, and I'm sure the board remembers, at the Finance Committee, we struggled with trying to look at fire department staffing. We had funded 2 positions and had talked about trying to get a grant to fund 2 additional. I know the chief tried, I believe, twice unsuccessfully to get those grant dollars. But I do believe that the fire department staffing is a critical item for the town right now. And Madam Chair, I'd like to suggest to the board that perhaps we invite the fire chief in, along with Stuart, to talk to us about the staffing, the challenges, and how is that affecting operations.
Thank you, Ken. That could be, if he's available for next meeting, I think it's time.
Okay, and that's my comments. Thank you.
All right, anybody else?
Yeah, I have another question or two for Stuart. Stuart, some of the issues or concerns that were mentioned to me, and this was primarily on the Pleasant Street house. Was there any, or is there any concern with contaminants, when everything came down, for want of a better term?
You're talking hazardous?
Yeah, any hazardous waste. Does the state, do the state inspectors, or does a state inspector come in and give the okay?
Not in this case. The building was on fire. It had to come
Yeah.
down.
The fire chief ordered.
So in order to complete putting the fire out, the building had to come down. So it came down under his orders under fire code.
Okay, and for removal of the debris also, does that,
That'll
go
be
through?
No, that'll be totally different. That'll need a demolition permit and cleanup. So no, to complete that work, I'm sure someone's gonna have to declare it either hazardous or not in order to remove the material.
Okay, so that hasn't been done, the removal, okay.
Ken, as a former
Oh, yeah,
fire
here it
chief,
is.
did you want to
Right.
comment to that also?
So what Stuart described is correct, that the fire chief, through the fire code, if he determines a building in imminent danger of collapse, can work with the building commissioner to have it taken down. But as Stuart noted, the removal process then has to go through the normal permitting. And through that normal course of permitting, the building commissioner will apply whatever terms and conditions she does on the behalf of the town of Ware, including verifying if there is contaminated material that it be properly disposed of and that it be tracked and whatnot. So, but Jack, I'm glad you raised this point, Stuart, to the question of having this home demolished in its current state and looking for it to be removed. And my understanding is it was a person who was looking to purchase the property. I don't know if he actually owned the property.
No.
But I'm a little concerned about the challenges we've had with properties that have been burned, and thinking of our downtown district and trying to get cooperation from property owners to deal with either the board up or the cleanup or the demolition as we're finding right now on Main Street. So it's my hope that the town, through yourself, Stuart, and the building commissioner and fire chief, will stay on top of this and try to get as much cooperation from the property owner as soon as we know who is the property owner, to get that taken care of as soon as possible.
Stuart, you've been working on that.
Well, the building commissioner has done a ton of work on Sunday and yesterday on that. the property owner it's a bank foreclosure, and so the property owner is Fannie Mae. They attended a meeting, today's Tuesday, yesterday. Very cooperative,
Oh, good.
taking on the cost of knocking it down. So actually, that bill will likely go directly to Fannie Mae rather than to the town, which is terrific. And is committed to cleaning the site. So, yeah,
Very good.
they've already attended meetings. They're being very good about it.
That's quick.
Yep.
That's real quick. And thinking of the Main Street, 96.
92-104.
Yeah, what is that status?
The town, through KP Law, filed a court order to get access to the property.
Oh, okay, all right,
So it'll likely be a couple of months.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Stuart.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
How about if we go over your town manager report?
Sure. I join everybody in thanking DPW, police, fire, all departments for the snow work, for the firework. It's really gone well. And the DPW crew last week worked an incredible number of hours, both cleaning, plowing and then cleaning up.
What's the snow blower? What's the new snow blower? What is that for?
Where is it?
No, what is it for? Is it just a snow blower?
No,
Is it
no,
an
it's
attachment?
no, it's an attachment to the loader. So very wide,
Oh, good.
blowing it up and into the truck.
Oh, really?
But sadly,
Yeah,
that's
we've had one for years, and then we
Well-
had to have the replaced.
yeah. So we've had a new one,
Yeah,
but it hasn't been used in the past few years.
darn.
So,
We
but
really could've
unfortunately,
gotten an extra
unfortunately,
year.
that's the equipment that had a problem.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
So, but the mechanic will get it up and going.
Funny, our snow blower had the same issue.
You mean your town doesn't have a snow blower?
Not a big one, but our snow blower that we owned last night had issues,
Oh,
It's cold.
so.
Yeah. Thank everyone for paying their tax bills that were due yesterday. We do have a 2-week grace period for people to still get the bills in. I do want to note that Nicole has set up the next bulky waste and hazardous waste pickup for April 18th at Resource Waste. We're very grateful for their partnership, and they did drop off for the board their annual community contribution of $15,000 for
oh, good.
what the board deems is
Fantastic.
important to the community. I listed 4 important meetings here. I actually left one out, but we'll go through them quickly. Yesterday, there was a great meeting pulled together by Mary Lane Health that invited state representatives that are going to oversee the $200 million coming to the state of Massachusetts for rural health. They began with what they know so far, discussing what money can be used for, and that was very helpful, and it was followed by a very attendance by several communities around us. Yeah, Jack, jump in if you want to add anything. All explain their needs, very similar, huge pressure on the ambulance services for everybody, so that in particular sounds like it needs addressing, and there'll be a follow-up meeting, probably with the same people moving forward.
Stuart, did they have any written information or nothing?
They didn't bring it, they
Okay.
had it at the on their website,
Okay.
the state. As Ken mentioned, this Thursday, there is an information session at the senior center from 5:30 to 7:30 for people to learn about our water system. Where does the water come from? How does it get from the ground to people's homes? What improvements are coming? And as you mentioned, an opportunity to complete the survey. So that's being hosted by Healthy Quabog and Pioneer Valley Planning Commission with a grant. But the main speaker will be Ken Calder, the DPW director, has put together a very good informative presentation on the system.
That should be a go-to, definitely a go-to meeting for anybody that has any questions.
Yep.
regarding the water and the conditions and that they're concerned with and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
yep, I'm glad you brought it up. It's to learn about the water system.
Yeah,
Not, everyone, you mentioned the concerns. Everyone has the concerns about the color and the taste or the smell or, certainly Ken wants to hear that, but the intent of the evening is make sure there's a base of knowledge about how the system works. And what this Ken just mentioned, what the town's got lined up for improvements going forward.
yeah.
Yep, but I agree, and, yep. Friday, the regional managers led by South Hadley, school administrators and finance directors are putting on a presentation of information that they will record and share with all the towns in the region as well as with legislators about what are some of the concerns, the cost drivers for people's budgets, and also a discussion about communities that are looking to fund overrides, how people are doing with school funding, how people are doing with health insurance funding. So a lot of information. If you can make it, it's the morning of Friday, but they're also taping all the segments and will widely distribute that.
And where is that being held, Stuart?
It's virtual.
Oh, it's all virtual,
Yep.
okay. I'll be in class.
The one I left off is next Monday, the Community Development Authority is holding their first of 2 community development block grant hearings for the coming grant. So an opportunity for people to give ideas on what they think block grant funding should be spent on as the grant is prepared. Some ideas that we'll be looking at are, the next phase of the completion of Cottage Street and social services. We're learning of needs of housing rehabilitation programs, which has been a staple for many years. So that's at 6:30 here, and an opportunity to participate. And then next Thursday, again at the Senior Center, again at 5:30, the first discussion of we have a grant to look at economic development at the Mill Yard and at the healthcare district that was created at the Mary Lane site, and how to connect them and how to promote them. The ultimate purpose of the grant is how to promote the area in order to encourage business and healthcare into that area, and that's next Thursday.
And that's gonna be
At the senior center.
at this, okay,
Yep.
oh yeah, right here.
Yep. Are there any questions? Sorry.
I have nothing. You got anything? No questions. Ken, do you have any questions? Yes.
I do. Stuart, the money from resource waste, its community contribution of $15,000, how have we managed that in the past? Has it been dedicated to a specific project within the town, or has it just been rolled into the general fund? How have we managed receiving and utilizing that in the past?
It is up to the board how to distribute it. Last year, some money went to the 250th, right?
Yes,
Fireworks.
fireworks,
And
senior center,
Kristen Murphy's walk.
repairing the meeting.
Oh, yeah, and repairs to the meeting house,
Well,
The electrical?
the electrical system.
I remember we voted on the electrical.
People
So-
submit requests.
So is
So
there a
people
balance?
thank you. People had made requests for how it would be used, Ken.
I'm sorry, Stuart?
Go ahead.
He's having a hard time, he's choking. People have made requests in the past as to how those funds can be expended.
Okay.
So did you hear his responses as to the various things?
That I did, yes.
Okay, so
Okay,
I would
sure.
imagine that a similar thing will happen. We'll be soliciting input. Do we know, is there a balance left, or was the amount totally expended?
I thought it was totally
I think so,
expended.
I thought so too.
I thought that's, because there was like with Kristen's walk, yeah, I thought
We
we
can
added,
get balance for next meeting.
Yeah.
There might be a balance, because
There
I
might be a
don't think
small-
they
there
used
might
it
be a
all
small
for the
balance,
meeting
but-
house.
Okay,
But-
all right. Any further questions, Ken?
Yes, Stuart, the meeting yesterday on the healthcare at Merrick, relative at Mary Lane, and with the state, the Secretary of Health for Region, what was he? The State Office of Rural Health. Was that the meeting that Cynthia and you talked about at our last board meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
And at that point, no date or time had been announced, correct?
That is, at our last meeting, that is correct. She's,
Yeah, the reason I bring it up is I was unaware that this meeting was taking place yesterday. And I don't know if the rest of the board got that communication and I did not. But my last recollection was based on what was said in the public meeting. We didn't have a date, we didn't have a time, and there wasn't much to be said about it. And then when I see that this has happened yesterday, I would have liked to have known about it, quite frankly. So can you explain, did I miss something?
it was a terrific meeting, and a lot was shared about the needs of the communities, and a lot of knowledge shared by the state about what funds could be used for, could not be used for, but mostly making it clear that there's a lot of regulation to still happen before anyone's sure of how to use the money at all.
I think Ken's point, Stuart, is the fact
Yeah,
that
but I
he
do-
didn't know about the date, that's all.
Okay, I apologize that you didn't know about the date, but it was a by invitation meeting,
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
okay,
The room was full, so there wasn't much room for more people.
okay.
And again, it was not
Yeah,
it was not our meeting.
Nancy's correct. Nancy's correct. My question is, was that communicated to the board that the meeting was taking place? Because I don't remember getting that communication.
And he's also saying that it was by invitation only as to
Okay.
who, if I'm
It was.
stating it correctly,
When did we
Stuart?
put out the packet?
Right.
Well, the
It was-
copy of the email from Cynthia says, this message is going out to town officials surrounding the town of Ware. So,
But it also-
I guess the question is, was the select board not on the invitee list? Is that what I'm hearing?
If you, I don't know that. They reached out to all 8 towns. No, I'm sure you were on the invitee list.
Okay,
Is there gonna be a follow-up meeting, to your knowledge? Or
Yes.
it hasn't been scheduled yet?
Oh, it hasn't been scheduled yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But yes, there's gonna be a follow-up meeting.
Okay. We'll be sure that the next time there is a meeting, that the board is very well apprised, so that whoever wants to attend may. And
Good.
can I interrupt too?
It's not our meeting.
I understand that,
Okay.
but, right, not every 5-member will be attending, maybe you'll
No,
be the only
but
one that's allowed to
Mr.
attend.
Cassie was there for the board. So you had attendance.
Mr. Cassio attended. So as,
oh,
I see Ann is shaking her
She
hand.
was there, Ann was there.
Do you have a comment or question, Ann?
No, I was at the meeting, and I know that Jack represented the board very well, actually.
Okay, so my only other comment, now that we're talking about healthcare, is a reminder that Stuart, myself, and Dr. Trace will be meeting on February 10th. I think it's 9 o'clock, I don't have the time in front of
9:30,
me.
I think.
Yeah, at Bay State Wing with Peter Banco, the executive officer for Bay State Health, as well as other officials to formalize other future plans with regard to the convenient care. So that's a reminder from me,
It's the 10th, February 10th.
February 10th. Yeah. We'll hopefully be able to report something back to you, but
Yeah.
right now, I don't make a promise, but I know that's our next meeting, and it's been a couple months, so. Do the board members have anything else? Ken, do you have anything further?
no, I do not, thank you.
Jack?
No, I'm all set, thank you.
Stuart?
No,
Josh?
Just a motion to adjourn at 7:14.
I entertain that motion. Do I have a second?
You'll get a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ken?
Ann, was your hand up from before?
Oh, I asked it.
she's.
Do you have a comment, Ann? Or
Look
question?
it up. question. Stuart mentioned a meeting next Thursday at the senior center to promote the use of the Mary Lane site. I'm wondering who is sponsoring that?
So that's not totally what I said. We have a grant that looks at the Mill Yard and the Mary Lane districts as trying to incorporate them all into a marketing program. It's a town grant, so I guess you would say the town's sponsoring it, but it's being funded by Mass Development and working with a consultant called the BSC Group. So it'll be mostly the BSC Group presenting the and accepting discussion on what people would like to see there.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Ann.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, good night, Ken.
All right, good night all, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.